Uh-oh. Oh, I can't believe it started on that 1 or 2 pulls. It's got some really bad gas in it. You can smell the varnish, and it definitely won't run now. So I'm gonna drain the gas, try to get this old girl fired up again. Quadrunner. It's in really good shape for being a 1984. Just a little guy. Oil injected 2-stroke. There's the carburetor we're going to work on. Gotta get that guy off of there. All cleaned up, put back on. It's a Mikuni or Mikuni, however you want to pronounce it. M-I-K-U-N-I. Seems like a good brand of carburetor. Let's get that off there. It's got 2 wing nuts underneath the back here that holds this whole fender sit on. Move those 2 little guys, pretty nice. Slide back. There we got a much better view of what we're working on. Work off this fuel line here. Nothing appears to be coming out. Okay, well, we put enough in there, it should be coming out. Oh, there she is. Well, I don't really think that was the problem, but she definitely was out of gas. Still gonna take this carburetor off and give it a little quick clean. Look at that. Throttle's a little sticky. Not really sure how that even comes off of there. It's got a homemade air filter. And inside here, it's got 2 bolts to hold this air cleaner on. You can smell the rotten gas. That's interesting. So the throttle actually has the slide and the main valve right on it. And that's your choke plunger. This is the carburetor. It says 180 Mikuni or Mikuni, however you want to pronounce it. M-I-K-U-N-I. I'm sure I'm pronouncing it wrong. The slide comes out with the throttle linkage. Has a slide with the main jet on it, just like the larger carburetors. And then this is a plunger that somehow controls the choke. I'm not overly familiar with that. Little bushing is what allows it to clamp on the intake tube. We got 2 adjustment screws here. The adjustment screws coming in there. I think the adjustment screw, well, at least one of them, it's one here in the lower left down here. I believe that'll just limit how far the slide with the main needle goes down. A little bit of crud in here. I mean, it's not too hateful. I don't think we've ever cleaned this, at least not that I know of. So let's rip this bowl off of here. Float's probably gummed up. There we go. Took the old brass punch. Yeah, there's definitely some goo in the bottom of there. Float still moves pretty freely. Jet's loose. That's the main jet. Not for sure why it has this rubber piece on the end. That's kind of dirty. This thing's all dried up and hard. There's the valve. Looks like a Schrader valve almost. Very short stroke on that. Unthread these. I'm going to count the turns, that way I don't forget and I can put them back in the same spot. Half, 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3, 3.5, 4, 4.5, 4.5 on this guy. Spring behind there. So remember folks, 4.5 on that main adjustment screw for that slide. And this one is about horizontal. Half, 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3, 3.5, 4, 4.5, 5, 5.5, 6, 6.5, 7. 7 on this second one. Also has a spring behind it. That was loose. And it's all self-contained inside there. For focus, you can. That's about an 1/8 inch of travel. Alright, I think we got it down about as far as we can go. I'm going to hit it with some cleaner spray, clean it all up, blow it out with some air, blow out our jets with some air, and put it back together. There's the nasty part. need to get our adjustment screws back in, which I'm going to have to rewind. I don't remember how far they were screwed in. And I'll blow it out with some air, clean the needle on the four-wheeler, and lubricate it a little bit before you put it back in, and we'll should be good to go. This is the slide with the main throttle needle here. I'm going to lubricate that with a little WD-40 and get this back in the carburetor. There we go. Struggling a little bit trying to get the main slide aligned with the adjustment screw and get that choke plunger in. Don't want to force it. It's got to move freely. You'll be able to see that main slide going up and down with the throttle. It's full throttle. The slide goes up and down, and the needle for the main jet goes with it. It's a little sticky, and I think that's partially because of the throttle mechanism itself. So I'm going to lubricate that up here at the thumb. Oh yeah. Now she's moving real good. Pre-mixed two-stroke gas. This is direct injection. It has the oil injector, but this will be a backup in case there's any problems with it when we first get it going. See what she's gonna do. Oh, I heard a little hit. Oh, she might just go. Ooh. Alright, we did it. The old Suzuki 50cc Quadrunner is running and moving under its own power. Unfortunately, this isn't the end of its story. The clutch was acting a little bit weird. It has an automatic centrifugal clutch. It started making a little squeaking noise during the testing, and the carburetor float started sticking. So we have some other issues going on. Also, further evidence shows that the carburetor tuning isn't quite ironing out all of its finicky details. So you're going to see this guy back in the shop, and we're going to be turning some more wrenches on it. Check back in the future if you want to see what happens with this. Right now we're just happy to get this thing running again. It's been quite a while since she fired up. If you like this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Leave all your questions and comments in that section below, and I'll try my best to answer them. And don't forget to step on that subscribe button on your way out there. We definitely will have more videos of this little Suzuki Quadrunner coming out in the future. Thanks again, everyone.